Sheila Taylor McDuffie, Lanham, Maryland.
Good morning, family. How is everyone doing? This is the team Effort Lifestyle Call. Welcome to Motivation on Monday morning. How are you doing? This is your host, Pastor McDowell, along with my business partner, one-star Pastor Del Wafer. Family, the line is open. Go right ahead. Introduce yourself. Where are you calling in from?
DC in the house.
Louisville, Kentucky. Where are you talking about? South Carolina.
Robert Smith in the house.
Good morning. Welcome. Keep it coming, family. Keep it coming.
Sheila Taylor McDuffie, Lanham, Maryland.
Good morning, Sheila McDuffie. Good morning, Robert. Good morning, Selma. Welcome, family, to the call. Who else is with us this morning? All right, Pastor Jordan. I think that was Pastor Jordan. Welcome to the call. Keep it coming, family. This is a Team Effort Lifestyle Call. Motivation on Monday. Let's get it going today. How's everyone doing? Go right ahead and introduce yourself. Where are you calling in from?
KT from Atlanta.
Atlanta in the house. Representing. Welcome. How are you, JT?
Oh, I'm excellent. Thanks for asking.
Good to hear you this morning. Good to hear you. Yeah, good morning. How are you?
I am well. It's Henry calling from Washington, D.C.
Well, good morning to you from our nation's capital. You sounded bright and trippy and ready to take charge of the day.
I sure am.
Well, that's how we do it. Live large and take charge, family. Let's make this thing happen. Welcome. Who is this with us? Go right ahead and introduce yourself.
It's the Showtime Sophia Bridges coming from Princeton, Maryland.
All right. This is Showtime. This is Showtime. What's going on? This is Showtime.
Everything ready for this week. 2 days away from payday.
Well, welcome to the call, sir. I know you're making it happen. Welcome, family. Who's with us? Go right ahead. Introduce yourself. We're going to mute out in just a few. But if you haven't done so, call your name and let us know where you're calling in from.
Reno, Nevada. This is Greg Broadnax, the Reno King calling in.
Okay, the Reno King is calling in. How are you, sir?
Oh, bless you and highly favored. Happy Monday to you.
Thank you. Good to have you here with us this morning.
Thank you.
My family,
All callers are muted.
And mute out, and thanks to each and every one of you that are downloading the first thing this motivational Monday to get your week up and started on a positive note. You know, they say when you start your day out positive, guess what? The rest of your day stays that way. So if you want to get a good positive start each and every morning, go right ahead and dial and have your friends, your guests, and your family dial into the Team Effort Lifestyle Call, because you are going to hear some things that's going to move you from facts to faith to action. They're just going to make you feel good. They're going to make you feel good about what you're doing, where you are, and who you are, making a difference in this world. Well, we have had a phenomenal weekend. I'm telling you, TTPs used to be on Thursdays only. I'm telling you, maybe Tuesdays, some Tuesdays used to be Thursdays, but TTPs are not only 7 days a week now. We're getting like 3 or 4 TTPs in a day. That's just how hungry people are looking, and they're searching for what we are doing. We are in demand. So you've got to set up those presentations. We had an awesome TTP here in Virginia. We had one in Maryland. We had one in D.C. Atlanta, Georgia was blowing it up. I believe Nikisha had the TTP going on in California. I know Vicky Soto was doing a TTP party somewhere. And I know that New York was blowing it up on Saturday. I'm telling you, Reno, Greg, I know you're out there making it happen. Don, Joseph in California, Memo and Prissy. I know, guys, TTPs are being offered around the region. So you need to make sure you are there or you're getting your guest there, because lives are being changed. Hope is being birthed. Dreams are becoming reality, and great things are happening. Well, I'm going to stop right here and bring on my business partner, one-star Pastor Del Wafer. Are you there, sir? Pastor Del, are you there this morning, sir? And if not, family, you know we're going to keep this thing rolling right along.
I am here. Can you hear me? Hello?
Oh, there you are. Yes, I do. Well, how are you this morning?
Good. I had you on mute. Great. I tell you, we got a lot of things happening. You know, I was in the TTP on Saturday. You were in another one on Saturday. We had LA, and the third one on Saturday, it was rocking and rolling. We had guests all over the place, people filling in their applications. You know, as you mentioned, you know, you had TTPs all around. Mr. T&M blowing this thing up down there where they are. Detroit is on fire, off the hook. I mean, there's so many things going on. It's amazing as we share the number one product, which is changing people's lives. Well, I got a special announcement. You ready for this, Pastor D?
Oh, Lord, what is it? What is it? Let me put my seatbelt on. Hold on. My seatbelt on.
Put your seatbelt on. Put your seatbelt on. We got another person LCQ qualified. All right. Well, let me tell you, we are happy to announce we have to have this lady on. We're happy to announce Detroit Miss Carolyn Knott is car qualified. She is Mercedes-Benz BMW qualified.
Oh, my goodness, Carolyn Knott. Congratulations, lady. Oh, my goodness. That's just fantastic. Fantastic.
I'm telling you. I'm telling you, I think by September we're going to have about 10 or 12 more people car qualified. You got Maureen Murphy-Smith, who's already test drove her car. She's ready to pick her car up. You know, Mel and Amy are giving away cars like they give away popcorn. I mean, that's how fast this business is growing. So we're really excited about all you guys who are out there building your business, and anything we can do to continue to help you and continue to move your organization forward. You know, let us know. We want to be a part of what you guys are doing, because there's a culture here at Team Effort Network that says we want to have fun doing what we're doing. We want us to operate as family, and we want to work to help everybody win. So we're really excited about Carolyn Knott and all of the other car qualifiers and all the TTP, all of the new people. Wow, we had so many new people came in this week. We're really excited about these new people getting trained and going on.
Wow, congratulations, Carolyn Knott in Michigan, Detroit, Michigan. That's going to be one of many more announcements coming forth within this month for car qualifiers. The family, I'm telling you, get your guests to your TTPs. Have a TTP. If you don't have one to go to, go ahead, set it up. You can do it. You have enough information. Just share your story. Do like Sherry and David are doing. Sherry and David are just sharing their love story. It is just beautiful. Tune into Facebook and hear either David or Sherry Reed. David was on Facebook this morning, I saw, and he was sharing his story. He had run into a buddy of his he hadn't seen in a while, and he couldn't recognize David because David looked so youthful and he looked so good as a result of taking a sprays. And he wanted to know what in the world to look when another guy asked another guy, what are you doing to make you looking that good, that youthful? You know we have something on our hands. So David and Sherry, thank you so much for keeping us updated on the progress of your sprays and the difference and the changes that you're making in everyone else's life. This is just fantastic. I can't wait for the network, Pastor Dale, for the Team Effort Network television show to get up and going. See, these are stories that we want everyone to share around the globe and hearing and seeing these people's lives change as a result of our vitamin sprays. But anyway, let's get this call up and going again. You know, money is our motivation, and money is we have our coach that comes on Monday morning, and she brings us some good tools to put in our toolbox that we can just go out there and just make a difference. Just do it even more. Do it faster. Do it better. Just have fun doing what we're doing. So let us welcome to the call, none other than Coach Nikisha Bond. Nikisha, are you there?
Woohoo! Good morning, everybody. I'm here. Good morning.
Girl, I tell you, great things are happening at Team Effort Network. I've never seen anything happen as quickly as it's happening here with Team Effort Network. What is going on, Nikisha?
You know what, Pastor Denise? I sold out of my sprays this weekend. It was absolutely crazy. I mean, people from all over the place. I can't even tell you how many messages I got from people that I have no idea who they are, but just from being out there promoting and marketing, people just contacting me. It is going crazy. And I can tell, Pastor Denise, I think you got your sexual energy this morning because you are just on a whole other level right now. I love it.
Nikisha, I'm telling you, guys, you think I'm kidding, but I straight pumped off of our number 6 product. I really do. When you just sit back and you just keep hearing, like I listened to David's video this morning. David Reed is on Facebook, Tenacious Faith, And when he was just sharing, he's looking good. He's in the camera. He's talking. Like his wife said, "Oh, my Dave was telling the video thing. He's all in the video now." And he just told him how he ran into a buddy. His buddy didn't even recognize who he was because he's looking so good. And David is feeling good. He's in the video. He's posting. Sherry's got pictures of her parents out on the beach, you know, just living life, enjoying life, and that just pumps me up. That keeps me going. So that's what I'm pumped up for this morning.
You know, you're so right. And the longer you use the sprays, I think the more you start to notice things have changed and gone for the better. One of the things I noticed is blemishes on my face have cleared up. My skin's really cleared up. I went into my husband's face, and I got like right in front of his face, and I said, "Hey, does it look like I'm wearing makeup today?" He said, "Yeah." I said, "I'm not wearing any makeup." That's pretty exciting. So I think that's part of that Super 10.
Well, you know what? It's part of the Super 10, of course, but the cell energy has a lot to do with that as well. But I do know it's part of Super 10 because I love the Super 10. That's simply my favorite outside of the D boost. I mean, the D power and the D power. So the D power, and of course the cell energy has a lot to do with that also.
Yeah, that cell energy is a whole nother level. You guys do not want to see me sprayed up on cell energy. I do that on my Thursday calls. I'm talking a mile a minute. Anyways, so today, are you ready, Pastor Denise? I'm ready to get it started.
I am ready. Go right ahead. What you have for us today?
Okay, so today I want to talk about productivity. This has really been kind of weighing on my mind about, you know, a lot of people I fall victim to this too. So I'm never, these trainings are never just about you. These trainings are usually something that I've encountered, something that I'm going through, that it just kind of helps when you just work through that problem and do some research. But productivity, we seem active. We're busy, we're busy, but are we actually producing? We know Miss Caroline, she's producing because she hit her car bonus, so that's just so exciting for her. But, this business, you get paid on productivity, not just activity. And I think that's the employee versus the entrepreneur mindset. When you go and you're an employee, you can go and clock into a job and just be active all day long, and that's what they pay you for you to just continue to be active. They don't necessarily pay you to produce because you could be working on a job and not be producing anything and still get paid a check at the end of the week. But when you're an entrepreneur, when you own your own business, it's really important that you're producing every single day. And so often we can fall victim to doing a lot of activity and not actually producing anything. I'll give you a great example. Really, the only reason I have Facebook is to kind of stay in touch with family and friends and just to do marketing on my business. But sometimes you can get caught up looking at those news feeds, and all of a sudden 30 minutes has gone by, and you haven't really done anything but be on other people's agenda, looking at what other people are doing, but not actually producing anything. Another example is email. Email is a huge one that is a total productivity sucker, because if you think about it, when you spend all your time on your email, you are really following other people's agenda. People asking you questions, people sending you marketing promotions, people wanting you to do something for them. And so a lot of times we have to make sure that when we're out there and we're being active, that we're actually producing. And one of the ways that we can do that is follow a system called SEC. No, see, you guys are dirty. It's too early in the morning for that. We're California time. It's 8 o'clock. It's strategy, execution, and completion. So strategy, what is your daily method of operation? We should be doing some pre-planning with your day. If you don't make a goal, you are sure to hit it. I can't remember who said that, but that is totally, totally true. Maybe Anita Poole will give us a great little quote for that. But if you don't know where you're going to go for the end of the day, you're probably not going to get anywhere that you planned on being. So we want to make sure that we have a daily method of operation. We should start off with strong intentions of what you want to get accomplished for the day. Another one is focus on your priorities. Don't get distracted with activities that don't add value. Here's the thing, guys. You can hear it in every single call. I feel like every single week we just ratchet it up one more notch, 2 more notches, 3 more notches, and that's going to continue to go and continue to grow and to continue to grow. And we want to make sure that we're really focusing on our priorities, because if we get laser focused on this business, guys, laser focused, not get distracted from here or there, or not be kind of ambiguous saying, well, I don't know, maybe it'll work for this person, but it won't work for me. You got to just get all the way in like Mel and Amy, get both feet planted on the ground, and then start running. And you want to focus on your priorities. So it's really important, don't get too distracted with emails, and don't get too caught up in social media and stuff that's going on and getting carried on with things that are going on in this world. Get focused on your goals. And then another one is that you want to do is you want to have every night you should determine the activity for the day. What are you going to do? Who are you going to be following up with? Where are you going to be meeting? What is your personal and family time? You know, you always have to have work-family balance. So you want to make sure that you plan your family time and let your family know when you're going to have time for them. That way, when you're working, your work time can be more productive because you don't have to feel guilty that you're not having family time. This is a really, really important one, especially for people who have young children. You know, because I have 4 kids, all under the age of 13, and so it's very easy for me to get distracted with all the different things that are going on with them. But I found that when I'm upfront with them and say, you know, this is mommy's working time right now, and then later on we're going to have our play time and we're going to have our time together, I can get a lot more done without having to feel, A, guilty that I'm not spending time with them, or B, having them come up to me every 5 minutes, I need water, he hit me, he touched me, he's looking at me, he's breathing on me, whatever they have going on. And so, you know, you want to really make sure that you are planning out the things that you want to do and dividing up your time. You know, how many people plan who they need to meet with the following day? How many people plan who they need to follow up with? How many people plan what networking events they're going to be attending or when they're going to be having their next TTP? So these are all things that you can do as part of your strategy of planning the night before what you're going to do so that you can actually get your goals accomplished. Because like I said, this is the time, ladies and gentlemen, this is the time, this is the season to take advantage of it. You know, Mel and Amy have a huge vision for this company, and it's a very generous vision. I mean, if we could be having qualifiers every day, every hour, it would bring them nothing but absolute joy. So you guys can see that everybody on this line is positioned to be able to get everything that they want in life. But you got to make sure that you have a strategy on how you're going to get there. Number 2, execution. This is the E. Activity influence. The higher your activity, the more you will increase your influence. You know what happens? Activity breeds confidence. You know why you can hear a lot of the leaders on here feeling so confident about what they're doing? It's because they're having a lot of activity. And when you have a lot of activity, those no's that you hear, they don't make any difference because what you feel, instead of feeling like, oh my gosh, you said no to my business, oh man, I signed up for the wrong business, oh, I don't know, you start to feel like, oh, that's such a shame. I mean, we are going so fast, it is growing so big, they're missing out. I feel so bad for them, but I got to keep moving. I can't keep worrying about that. I got to keep pushing. And so you start to breed that confidence when you start to build a lot of activity because you just don't have time to focus on people who don't see the vision. All you have time to do is focus on people who see the vision, who understand the business, and helping them to get to and teaching them to get to more. That's all you have time to do when you have a lot of activity. Execution. Sharing is caring. You know, whoever shares the most with the most people wins. That's it, guys. It's very, very simple. One of the things I really love about Team Effort Network is we don't really have scripts. And I love that because it gives you the opportunity to really care about people when you're talking to them. I mean, almost everybody that I talk to who's using the products has some testimony. Some of them are huge testimonies and just blow your mind. And some of them are just, man, you know what? My life is a lot better than it was a few months ago when I started taking these sprays or before I joined this business. And so, you know, whatever it is, you have the opportunity to go out there and share this product and this opportunity with people and really care about people on a personal level. I mean, I can't tell you how many people that you just start a random conversation with, hey, how are you doing? Oh, yes, this is it. Oh, you seem, yeah, you know, I'm on these sprays. It's amazing. People have no problem. And I'm not like this, so it always kind of shocks me when people do this, but people have no problem telling you all their business if you just sit there and listen. In fact, you can tell people who don't have people at home that they can talk to on a regular basis because they'll be more than happy to just TMI all sorts of strangers all day long. But that's great because now you have an opportunity to care about them and share this product and this opportunity. And so that's how you win the game. It's not about having the greatest script. It's not about having the biggest testimony. It's really just going out there and caring about people and sharing these products and this opportunity with them. Another one in part of execution is schedule your follow-up time. You guys, we have to learn this. If you know 100 people and you talk to 100 people and maybe they're busy, maybe you get their voicemail and maybe, you know, whatever, and you don't follow up with them until you get their decision, you are leaving money on the table. That's just the pure fact. Here's another known fact. Let's say you meet somebody today and you talk to them and they sound really, you know, excited and positive about these sprays and, you know, they're really interested in the opportunity that you're talking to them about. You're going to have to contact them 5 to 8 times before they're actually ready to make a decision. 5 to 8 times, either because they're busy. And you know what you're doing during those 5 to 8 times? You're developing that relationship that you would normally have with your warm market. If you've called your warm market and you're like, well, I called them and they didn't call me back. So, if they really want this, they'll call me back. No. You call them back. That's part of the follow-up. That's part of the professionalism of the business. And that's really the end game, because if you can work 100 contacts and work them all the way to a decision, you are more likely to get your 2 people than if you just call everybody once and say, well, if they're interested, they'll call me back. Because a lot of times people get busy and they forget. And usually when you've given them, that little peak interest question or told them a little bit about this or let them watch the little video, they just don't have enough information to make a decision. And so you want to make sure that you're contacting them and you're giving them all the information that they need, pulling them all the way through the process, videos, TTTs, 3-way calls, all the way through the process until you get a decision. And the decisions are, yes, I want to join your business, yes, I want to buy your products, or no, neither, but here's a referral. Those are the decisions that you're looking for, because you've given them all the information that they need when they've gone through the whole process to be able to answer those questions for you and give you those. The other one is attend your 10 events. You guys hear them going on. You can go to thewinwith10.com/calendar and see what's on the books. Make sure that you're getting into those motivational calls. I just saw an email come through about 10 East Coast Regional happening September 27th at the Gaylord National Harbor. You want to make...
Wait a minute. Hold up. Nikisha. Are you serious? Was it finally leave?
I just saw it come through right before I started talking.
Oh my gosh! Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
That was so funny. Yes, we're going to be at the Gaylord National Harbor on September 27th. You should be writing this down. This came from corporate. Early bird prices for 1 week only is $40 per person. So 1 week only for $40. So you can now go into your back office in the shopping cart and reserve your spot today. So it's going to be exciting. I was at another East Coast Regional. It was an amazing event. That's where, there's always some kind of surprise, because Pastor Denise is not going to let Melanie be coming to town without leaving a little bit of surprises. So make sure that you put that on your calendar. September 27th, 2014, Gaylord National Harbor.
Okay, so it's been released. It's finally been released. Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Coach Nikisha.
That's okay. So part of execution is making sure that you get out to these events. You can hear Pastor Denise and her excitement, because events are life-changing. They really are. So many people, they go out to these events. They're able to meet with other leaders. They feel connected. They see what we mean when we say 10 family. It's like a family reunion. You're out there giving hugs and sharing ideas and sharing strategies. And most of all, just hearing all the recognition, seeing all the people reach their goals and saying, you know what, I can do that. I want to do that. And by the next event, I'm going to be on that stage. I'm going to be doing this. So that's why the events are make sure that they're so important. So are the motivational calls. Terry Whitener is, he's such a blessing that he takes these calls for us and posts them on Facebook. I think now he's posting them on like 3 or 4 different Facebook pages. 10 prosperity teams, spray, 10 vitamins really work. I can't remember them all, but maybe we can post something up and send out emails to the team. But you want to make sure that you're getting those calls, because it just keeps this business at the forefront of your mind. You'll hear a new testimony that you can share with people. Some of the testimonies I hear, their testimonies are huge, and they have symptoms and things that are going on with other people that I meet, and I can share that. And so you want to make sure that you get involved. And that's part of the execution, is getting that daily motivation, being involved in the team. And then here's another part of execution, which I find really, really interesting. Ups and downs are a part of the business. Just in life in general, you're either in a storm, coming out of a storm, or going into a storm. That's what life is, guys. And so many people will be on the downslope going into a storm, or, they'll have a distributor call with a problem, and they'll be like, oh, my gosh, I can't believe this person is going through this. That's just part of the business. It's part of the business. It happens all the time, everywhere. It's just a part of the execution. In fact, if you haven't had your first distributor complaint, you got to do a little bit more activity, because it's going to happen. I'm telling you that right now. It's going to happen. You're going to meet people who are going to sign up and join and say, you told me I only had to do this. you're going to have that. And it's okay because it's just a part of the business. And it's just a part of when you're executing. Ups and downs, storms, just life. And then the C, completion. Finish what you started. Follow up till you get a decision. I say that because it's so important, because so often somebody will come to the TTP, they'll be all revved up and excited, but maybe they don't have the funds to sign up that day, but they really want to do it. Are you following up with those people? Are you scheduling a time? Most of the people that I've ever talked to who have said that they were interested, you do a 3-way call, you put a date. Okay, well, when will you have the funds? This date, great. I'll be calling you back. We'll fill out your application. Or, fill out your application. I'll hold it on file. I don't know if you can do that because it has credit card numbers on that, so scratch that. But, tell them to go ahead and, maybe they can fill it out themselves and tell them, hey, mail it to me when you get the funds in. Whatever you got to do, just make sure you're following up to your getting a decision. Don't let people pass this opportunity by because maybe they don't have the funds right now or they don't think that they can do it. If they don't think they can do it, get them on one of the motivational calls. If they don't have the funds right now, tell them to save up a little bit every single week. And tell them explain the importance of doing today so that you can have tomorrow. Maybe you're a little tight right now so that you can get into a position where you can make money tomorrow. And when you get the sprays, you're automatically going to have an income stream coming in immediately because you'll have the sprays in hand and you can instantly start selling those. And I can tell you right now, people are selling those for $30, $35. I think Melissa Honeybee's like $40, $45. So people are making their money back on these sprays. Completion. Connect with the right people. You want to be sponsoring the right people. It's not just enough to just bring people into the business. We're not into the business of recruiting. There are some network marketing companies where that's where you make your money. It's just recruiting. We're getting paid on sponsoring. And the difference is that when you recruit someone, they come in, they sit down, and then you leave and you go do something else. And maybe they make it because they were good, and maybe they don't because they didn't have all the skills and all the tools. When you're sponsoring, you really are saying, I am making a commitment to this person to help them get their 2 people. That's my commitment to them. And if it means that I got to be on 40 3-way calls, if it means that I got to be at 3 or 4 TTP events, that's what I'm willing to do to help this person reach their goal. That's the difference between sponsoring and recruiting. And it's a really important part of completion because you're not done once someone signs the application. That's just the beginning of your journey together. And so it's really important that we remember that we're sponsoring the right people, people who see the vision, people that when you sign them up, they're making a commitment to you to say, I won't stop until I get my 2 people. And make sure that you're kind of setting those expectations up front. Hey, I'm going to help you as much as I can, but you got to make a commitment to me, and I'm going to make that commitment right back to you. Be okay with being uncomfortable. This is so key when you're going to your business. I put this under completion because that's when you know that you're doing your job right. When every day you kind of wake up and you're doing something new, you're doing something that's uncomfortable, you're doing something that's challenging, that's how you know that your business is growing. Because when you stop growing, when you become complacent, when you become, satisfied with the status quo, you're not growing anymore. When you're comfortable with everything that you do and everything that you do is easy, you're not growing anymore. You have to get outside your comfort zone. You got to do things that you don't necessarily want to do at the time so that you can continue to grow. And that's part of the completion part of this is saying, am I feeling uncomfortable today? Yes, and I'm probably growing. I'm probably getting to where I need to be. And then humble yourself to the system. Be coachable and follow the system. The system is really simple. I think we talked about this last week, was you get to and you help to. It's so important that we continue to teach that system. Do they have to only get 2? No. You can get as many as you can want, but I say get as many as you can really sponsor. Get as many people as you feel that you can help at the time reach their goals. Because you really want to teach the system, because you're going to have some people who can come in and bring in 10 on the left and 10 on the right. And all of those people have been in network marketing before, and they're great, and they just take off, and boom, you're car qualified. It's no big deal for you. And then you're going to have people where this is their very first time. They've never talked to anybody ever before. And so you have to meet people where you're at. So at the very least, you want to teach the system. And you want to be coachable to the system, to follow the system yourself. Because here's the thing. It doesn't duplicate if you don't follow it. And that's something that it was really challenging for me, and I'm going to wrap it up. It was really challenging for me to learn because I'm such a headstrong business person. I feel like I can always do it better. I can do it quicker. Why do I have to do this? Why can't I do this? I don't want to do that. I want to do this. And I had to really humble myself and become coachable to the system because I found that the system's not just about me. It's not about me and my skills and what I can do. It's about someone who's 50 levels deep, who they're a stay-at-home mom, and this is their first time in network marketing. Their husband's not supporting them. They're not really sure if they made the right decision. That's who the system is for. It's to bring them into something that they can do that's easy, that's attainable for them, so that they can reach their goals too. And if I can teach a system to the next person, and they can teach it to the next person, they can teach it to the next person, 50 levels down, I don't have to go down there and find a distributor crying because they signed up and their husband said, see, I told you so, because this person's going to come in, they're going to get plugged into the system, plugged into the calls, plugged into the events, they're going to know the 10 steps to success, they're going to get their welcome package, they're going to get all the things that they need, all the tools that they need in order to be successful. And that's how we have freedom to do the things that we want to do. And so I hope this was, beneficial to someone. I know we got a little bit of excitement in there because we know we got our East Coast Regional coming up in Washington, D.C. on September 27th. So I hope this was beneficial to someone. Back to you, Pastor Denise.
Thank you, Coach Nikisha Bond. This has been a powerful Monday. And yes, Nikisha, you're so right when you said that whoever shares the most is the one that wins the most. And Mel Gill says that. He says it often. And I always take what Melanie and Gill tell us to heart, because they've been doing this 24 years. So they know what they're saying. And you said that whoever shares the most wins the most, and that's true. If you're out there sharing the most and you're doing the ones, and the most people have the TPPs on the calls, then your team is growing. And you're doing just like Carolyn Nutt's done. She's buying a brand new, she's qualified now for her car. Because what? She's sharing, she's having TPPs, she's bringing people in every week. So that's, to me, is a business. And I love it when you said that if you don't have a plan, that it gets kind of hard. When that's not your goals and not planning how you want your day, your week to go. And I tell you one thing, if you don't plan, you do kind of get overwhelmed. But when you do have a plan, it keeps you from getting overwhelmed and working out your daily schedule. And so, Coach Nikisha Bond, thank you for those tips for today. But I tell you, when you happen to slip into the East Coast, the event has been released, I tell you, girl, I'm going to jump out of my seat. We've been waiting for permission to go ahead and announce that event because there's so much that's going into place and making that event, bring that event to the East Coast. And so it's been released now, family. So, Pastor Girl, are you there?
I'm here. I saw that email and I was wondering if we were going to get to it today. But I'm glad to see that we were released. We were itching to release it and let you guys know last week. We knew the details, but we did not get the permission to release it, so we didn't tell you. But I'm glad we have the opportunity to release this information, let you guys know September 27th is going to be off the chain. I'm telling you, it's going to be so powerful. It's going to be an event like you've never been to before. We're going to have so many things going on, a lot of training, a lot of time for networking and connecting with people. It's going to be a really amazing event for you guys. So take advantage of the early bird special, 1 week only, and get your tickets in there. $40 when you get your tickets in there. It's at the great Gaylord Hotel. It's a beautiful hotel. You guys are going to love it. It's sitting right on the Potomac River, overlooking the Capitol, D.C., Maryland, Virginia. It intersects all right there at the Gaylord. You're going to really enjoy it. I just want to say something that had something to do with what Nikisha was saying as well, talking about productivity and things of that nature and writing out your plan. Years and years ago, there was a study done by the Chamber of Commerce, and it showed that people were 80% more productive when they wrote out the night before the things that they had to do the next day. When you write out what you got to do the next day and you go to bed sleepy on that, you're more productive the next day than you would be if you don't write it out. So write out every night, the night before, write out the things that you got to get done, the people you got to call, meetings that you got to attend, the 3 ways that you got to do. Write these things out because you're going to be more productive and you're gonna have more fruit from the efforts of your labor in your business. So great job again, as always, Nikisha Bond. Coach Nikisha just knocked it out of the ballpark again. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Great call, great tips. Let's take them and put it into action and just watch your business grow as well as yourself develop into the person that you so desire to be. We're going to right now go out to the UK And if Anita Poole did give us our quote for today.
I am here. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can. Anita Poole, how are you?
I am fantastic, just like Nikisha's fantastic Monday training, full of enthusiasm, full of great tips, and full of really, really essential things to do. So absolutely great, Nikisha. I know you asked for perhaps a little quote or something to do with strategy, and I love the acronym SEC, Strategy, Execution, Completion. So the quotes are going to be mainly about enthusiasm and energy because that's what you have, Nikisha, and that's how you start our week absolutely fantastically. But here's a little something about strategy. It's actually not a quote. It's just something that comes from me, something that everyone may want to just write up on a piece of paper and put it on your wall, put it on your mirror, put it in every room, put it on your desk. Everywhere you go, put it in your bag, here's a formula. SEC. Nikisha has talked about strategy, execution, completion equals loyalty plus IPA, income producing activities, exactly what Nikisha was talking about, plus DMO, daily method of operation. Nikisha mentioned that. And focus. If you don't know how important focus is, listen to the wonderful recorded call thanks to Terry Whitener in the Facebook group. Literally, he put it in at the weekend, recorded at TEN University, and Mel and Amy talk about focus and getting TEN and the parent company, TEI, into us. Into you, into your representatives, into your customers, into everyone. When it gets into you, you will go far. So the formula is SEC, strategy, execution, completion, equals loyalty plus IPA, income producing activities, plus DMO, daily method of operation, plus focus, equals, what does it give you? Residual income and longevity. Generational residual income, longevity for you, longevity for your family, longevity for your friends, and longevity. This company has longevity. So become an executive maker. Exactly what Nikisha talked about. When you sponsor someone, help your personally sponsored person get there too, one on each side, then help them get there too, one on each side. Become an executive maker with enthusiasm, passion, and energy. And if you haven't got the energy, just like Nikisha does, take that cell energy, folks. Take that V-boost. It's doing wonders for all of us. So, Paulo Coelho said, when you are enthusiastic about what you do, you feel this positive energy. It's very simple. So, folks, it's very simple. Take the cell energy, take the B-boost, take the vitamin D, D-power, take the Super 10. If you need to slim, take the Slim by 10. If you don't need to slim, you don't need that. And literally feel positive, listen to the calls, and go out there and share it positively. So, Aristotle said, the energy of the mind is the essence of life. It's all to do with belief and attitude. Benjamin Franklin said, energy and persistence conquer all things. It's great to have the energy, great to have the passion, but also have the persistence. If somebody says, oh, they don't see why it's so big as you see, move on as fast as you can. So, lastly, Henry Ford said, enthusiasm is the yeast that makes your hope shine to the stars. Enthusiasm is the sparkle in your eyes, the swing in your gait, the grip of your hand, the irresistible surge of will and energy to execute your ideas. So let's go out there this week, shine like the stars, swing in our gait, sparkle in our eyes, And what do we grip in our hands? The TEN cubes in our hands, and go out there with energy and passion. Back to you, Denise, Dale, and Nikisha.
Yeah. Terrible. Wow, that was something right there. We're running catch up with this guy. That was powerful. Well, Nikisha, do you have anything to say before we close out for today?
No, I don't have anything. I was just going to say I'm posting a productivity tracker that I use along with a video that's called How Millionaires Schedule Their Day, and it shows you how to use the productivity tool. So, if anybody's looking for ways to be more productive, I'm going to post that on both of the Facebooks, the 10 Prosperity Team and the Tenacious Generation. So if you're sitting here and you're like, oh, they're always talking about the Facebook pages and I'm not connected, reach out to your sponsor, your sideline, your upline, your downline, whatever. Try to find someone and they can get you connected, and all it takes is a quick email to get you guys into the group.
Great news. Great tips today. Family, you've heard some things that's going to move you from facts to take action. All the things left for you to do is to take action. It's been a great call. And listen, I'm so excited about this announcement for the 10 East Coast Regional. You heard it here, and you heard it here first. It will take place on Saturday, September the 27th, here at the Gaylord National Harbor. The tickets are on sale right now today. You can get them for what? Are you serious? $40 for just 1 week. I'm going to tell you, you want to take advantage of that. If the tickets are $40 right now, please jump on that before the week is up, because they will increase. Don't have to go up, I'm telling you. So $40, go in there and get them now. Lock your position and then be ready for some things that's going to change your life on Saturday, September 27th. Get the word out to your team. For those who didn't make the call today, make sure you get the message to them that they can have the option to go ahead and take advantage of the early bird special. It's been a great call. Thank you, Nikisha. I'm busy. Gotta go. You gave me some great things. I'm on the move. I got some things to do. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. So much things to do. You're back on the call tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock a.m. Pacific, 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And know that you are loved and you are greatly appreciated. God bless you all. Have a blessed day on purpose. Mwah.